Virtua Fighter Animation is a Game Gear game and a Brazil-exclusive Master System game that's a spin-off of the well-known fighting game franchise Virtua Fighter. In this game, you're given two modes of play, versus computer mode, which is basically a standard arcade mode, and story mode. From its name, Virtua Fighter Animation's story mode is partly based off the Virtua Fighter anime. Yeah, believe it or not, there is a Virtua Fighter anime. In it, you play as most of the cast of the game, who are suddenly put in this adventure of battling this evil organization known as Koenkan. You begin with Akira and then make your way to gain other characters after you defeat them. For one of the first stories in fighting games, this one is told really well and is mostly faithful to anime at hand. Really nothing bad to say except that it's pretty short. Presentation wise, this game is a Game Gear game, and it looks really good for what Sega was working with. The characters move so well, like they've been ripped straight out of the game. The stages have good detail to them. Sounds in both attack and music are nicely crafted, and the cutscenes and windscreens just look so well done. It's almost equal to how the anime looked if you ask me. I can't really think of anything bad about it. Maybe except for the idea of trying to make shadows and how weird they look as shown through below the character models. But it's nothing too important. And again, I do say the presentation is straight amazing. When talking about the gameplay, I would describe this as Virtua Fighter in the package that is easy and simple to play. The gameplay is pretty much Virtua Fighter, from the characters' movesets to the ring outs. When I say that the game is easy though, I'm not joking. I mean I played 2 and 4, and while they're good games, they aren't no cakewalk in the park when it comes to strategy and finding their all. This game I felt was easier because of it being a handheld game, and I'm assuming its animations made it less combo oriented than what the series is best known for, so you can easily beat characters just like that. Because of how it plays, I know for a fact that this is a fighting game that even people with no experience in the genre can play. If I were to think up some flaws with it, however, it would be that the blocking button is the start button, which can get problematic for some people. In addition, there's no versus mode against other players, which is the most nonsensical thing for a fighting game. But those are just two minor flaws, and I understand that it's a Game Gear game and they can't do the stuff Game Boy does. But other than that, the gameplay is really simple and fun. In conclusion, I do say that Virtua Fighter Animation is a really solid title for the Game Gear. Other than its features, this game is a nice play that you're able to finish in an hour or two. That's also one thing I forgot to mention. Or actually, wait, never mind, scratch that. This game is really short in both story mode and its arcade mode. Like you could put an hour or two, as I'm saying again, and just be done with the game in general, just put it to the side. I personally liked it, however, because I enjoy short games more, but some people might think this would make or break it, so you decide on whether or not this would be like a good play for you. But for me, I consider this game to be pretty solid overall, and if you can find it for $5 or less, and if you own a Game Gear, check it out.